crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off.
Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball secure.
In meeting rooms, right, you see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Hyde, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's 2nd and 9. Watson looks to throw again. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air yet again, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Is good.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st down, it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now.
Seahawks 8-yard line.
To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47.
Now Wilson on second down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yeah.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Watson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a 10 carry for Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Seahawks 11.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. Got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. K.J. Wright in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
6-yard line.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 39-yard
running from the gun, Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 19-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 43 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Watson operating from the gun. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
That catch good for only a couple. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was